Maybe like they need to invite us out. Let's get together, guys.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I am a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today on Girls Gone Hallmark, we are discussing An Alpine Holiday, which originally aired on Saturday, November 29th, and is currently available to stream on Hallmark Plus. We invite you to check out our website, girlsgonehallmark.com. There you are going to find our latest gift guides for the Hallmark fan in your life. You are going to find at the top of the page a shop tab, which will link you to our shop where we have the cutest holiday merch. Get yourself a main character energy sweatshirt or an I Believe in Meet Cutes mug. Add them to your Christmas list. And we also, all of our detailed show notes, as well as tons of additional content are there over on girlsgonehallmark.com.
Hey, we'd love for you to give us a follow on Instagram, on Threads, on Blue Sky, on Facebook. We are at Girls Gone Hallmark. Virtually everywhere.
Everywhere.
A grandmother's last wish brings two estranged sisters, Faith and Kelly, back together to travel to the French Alps for Christmas to recreate her first trip there with their grandfather. Facing all the challenges and wonder this unique holiday adventure brings, they learn to cherish their sisterhood above all.
Lucy Guest directed An Alpine Holiday. Lucy also directed Christmas at the Catnip Cafe, which also aired this weekend, as well as the Providence Falls series and last year's The Santa Claus.
Twofer.
A twofer?
Yeah. Blaine Chiappetta wrote the script for An Alpine Holiday. This appears to be Blaine's first Hallmark script, although his previous credits include many Hallmark-adjacent titles.
Ashley Williams stars as Sister Faith. This marks Ashley's 89th acting credit. This year, she also appeared in both To Barcelona Forever and To Barcelona with Love.
Lacey J. Mailey plays Sister Kelly. Since Lacey's run as Jess on Chesapeake Shores, she has appeared in Betty's Bad Luck in Love and The Perfect Setting. Who's going to start a petition to get Lacey featured more frequently on Hallmark?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be you, Megan? Lindsay from the East Coast?
Added to the list. Julian Samani plays Frederic. This is Julian's first Hallmark movie. However, he has appeared in the Netflix holiday film Holiday, as well as the series Tiny Beautiful Things and Shrinking.
Oh, yeah, one of your favorites.
One of my faves.
Diana Hardcastle plays Grandma Rebecca. Diana's career has spanned over 40 years and includes the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, Shakespeare and Hathaway, and Belgravia.
Let's take a quick break and come right back with our first impressions. Hey, Wendy, what is your first impression of An Alpine Holiday?
I'm scared right now.
We have not talked about this at all.
Yeah, and before we jumped on mic, you're like, I can't wait to hear your impression of this movie.
Let's hear it.
I expected cute sister quest. I got emotional accountability.
My first impression is, does Blaine Chiappetta have a sister? Because these two are written to perfection.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, let's talk about likes.
Well, let me start with my first impression.
Please.
This sister relationship feels so real to me. I don't have a sister, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But to me, it's clear they paint the picture that they have a lifelong relationship, that they have a deep amount of love for each other, even when they're fighting. I saw some negative reviews of this movie, and I am fired up because I think people are missing the point. It is at times frustrating to watch the women communicate with each other because they're behaving in frustrating ways. However, that's intentional. They hit each other where it hurts.
Yeah.
Because they need someone to say the hard things.
Yeah.
Humans are flawed. They both have changes they need to make. They both need to stretch. And these things are painful to do. exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. I'm fired up too. I've seen some negative things. I'll just say that. I've seen some negative things. Why? Okay, whatever. I agree. The sister storyline was fantastic. Faith and Kelly's arc, I have a sister. We have a very big age gap. So we don't have this kind of relationship. Like, we don't have, you grew up bickering with each other kind of relationship. It got me like right in the feelings. Like it was very well written. And to be honest, I thought the writer was a female. So
Same.
I'm shocked how well it was done.
You know, I actually, because I was watching and taking notes for so many movies, in my mind, I thought it was Tracy Andreen who had written this movie, who wrote another movie I was watching the same day. And so I was like, oh yeah, of course. Like, Tracy Andreen's so great. She's a master. And I originally wrote my notes. I was like, does Tracy Andreen have a sister? And then I had to go back and rewrite. I was like, oh, interesting.
Very. Well, let me tell you what else I liked. I loved that the quest that their grandma left behind. It's fun on the surface, but it was designed to push the sisters out of their comfortable boxes. That's what I really related to. There was a part in this movie where it dawns on me oh, Faith runs away from things and Kelly is too scared to start things. And I found that very painfully relatable.
Sure.
I cried more than once watching this movie because I saw myself in these characters.
You know, when they have a conversation at one point and Faith says to Kelly, I love you so much, but literally everything is outside of your comfort zone. And that felt like being punched in the gut. And Kelly says back to her, you live out of a suitcase and call it free-spirited. You just keep moving around so you don't have to feel anything. And Ashley, as Faith, is like, hey, she hit her where it hurt.
Yeah.
That's such great writing there. Like, these two sisters are punching below the belt.
Totally.
And to your point, the quest was fun and the quest had one purpose. Like, let me take you on the quest to revisit these places that were important to your grandfather and I as a way to reconnect. But that it had a purpose not only for the sisters, but for Frederic as well. Really nicely done to have those layers in the trip.
Yeah, I think so too. What did you think about Ashley and Lacey cast as sisters? I thought they were believable.
I loved them as sisters. I thought they had such great chemistry together.
You know what's funny? Remember when we talked to Ashley Williams? It was earlier this year, right?
In January.
It was January?
Yeah, because or early February, we were talking about her dating show.
And I don't remember if we asked her officially or not, but we were asking if she was going to do another movie with her sister. And she's like, oh, we're trying to work on something. And I thought, oh, I wonder if this was supposed to be it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I thought Lacey did a great job as her sister too. So that was just a side note from our conversation that we had with her. I got to tell you, I had a personal epiphany while watching this movie.
Yeah.
And we both are such Ashley Williams super fans.
Huge.
I loved her. Jingle Bell Run, we talked about last year, was my favorite movie.
Right.
And we have talked about her this year quite a bit. We interviewed her earlier this year. She's so damn likable. And
I just like her more and more every single time I see her.
Same. The epiphany that I had was she's just so naturally fun and light, and she laughs at things and things are funny. And I don't naturally have those things.
Nope, me either.
And I think that's what I find so likable about her. And I'm ready to fight anybody who has something negative to say about her.
Yeah, I think she's such a bright light. And you're right. When I see social media clips of her or videos of her, she's just always having a good time.
Yeah.
She's human. I'm sure she has bad days. I'm sure she's not always at a 10, but I feel like she comes at the world from such a genuine, joy-filled place, from a place of positivity. I just really like her. And yeah, I am an Ashley Williams defender till the end.
I'm like, she's somebody I want to go out with because she's going to turn things up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whereas I'm at a level 2 all the time.
Same.
And I would like to be at a 8, but I need a 10 to get me there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. My brain just was like, are we having a parasocial relationship with Ashley Williams? And maybe, but not in a way you should be afraid of, Ashley.
Oh, no. And she's just so likable.
She is so likable.
I'm going to start a fan club, I think.
This movie did a nice job of balancing the seriousness with the comedy, especially up top. It's real comedic up top. The way Ashley talks to her teeth to say, wow, he's even hotter in person. I rewound it to rewatch her do that again. It's great. Kelly says, I prefer to stay at a steady level of anxiety when I travel. You and me both, sister.
Yeah, relatable.
Ashley says, by the way, that onesie is a walking jump scare. Loved that line. And also, are you having a Bridget Jones moment? Just some great dialogue.
Yeah. All good. There's one line later I'm going to talk about in my Did You See That I really liked. But you know what I liked about this? This wasn't trying to be like a traditional Christmas movie. It takes place at Christmas time. It's not drowning in like it's a Christmas story. You know, I was drawn to that.
Yes.
I like when we have some of these movies sprinkled in through the season that isn't like, this is a Christmas movie. You know, I liked it. And the scenery, stunning.
The scenery was stunning. The French Alps. Look, my kid's studying abroad next year, and one of his options was Switzerland. And he chose not to go there. The school has a view of the French, Italian, and Swiss Alps, and I will never understand. I'm like, why? Why would you not go to school here? Now, he's not a 46-year-old woman, so that's probably why he chose not to go to school there. But I was watching this, I was like, man, we could have been there.
Yeah.
We could still go there. But I have one more link.
Yeah, tell me.
It is the opening credits home video.
Oh, good.
It's really well done. And the attention to detail as it changes through the years. First of all, the date is in the bottom right-hand corner, which is great because it marks the time. But also the style of video changes through the year. So it's like from camcorder.
Yeah, it's a little grainy, right?
Yes. And then like the way the letters are written. And then on the final screen, it says like 4K up at the top right.
Oh my God.
So just the way that it changes over time, just those tiny little details. I actually watched the beginning of this movie twice because I started it and then restarted it. And I didn't notice that the first time. And I did the second time. And I liked those attention to details, Miss Lucy Guest.
Lucy Guest doesn't get talked about enough.
I love her. When you look at what she's done, I'm like, she's another one who I think would be a good time.
Oh.
Yeah. I think she's a good time.
Well, maybe like they need to invite us out. Let's get together, guys.
I mean, I think Ashley is Southern California based.
I mean, we are, you can reach us at girlsgonehallmark@gmail.com.
Let's talk wishes.
I needed the mountain climbing stuff to be a little bit more believable. And here is why.
Interesting.
No, I
thought the snowstorm was well done.
No. I believe all that stuff. Like, I think they were out in real weather like that. But the scene where it was like, the wind is blowing. They have nothing on their faces to protect their faces. All I could think about was that Finding Mr. Christmas scene where like Davy had those big, huge like goggles on. I'm like, that's what they needed in this scene. There's no way you would be out in that frigid weather with no face protection on.
Yeah, because it looked like real weather, right? It didn't look like soapy snow blowing all over them.
No.
But their faces weren't like bright red, like they were being wind blown.
There was one point where I did notice like Ashley had like a red nose. I'm like, okay, they are cold.
Yes.
But that looked like,
there's no way they were out in like a storm like that, though. That would have been dangerous. Like, how do you guarantee there's going to be a storm when there's a storm in your script?
no, I don't know.
That had to have been
I don't know.
manufactured. But it was well done because I wasn't like, okay, here comes the abominable snowman snow. It didn't feel like that at all.
No. And when I talk believable too, I'm like, wouldn't you have had to train for something like this? I looked it up because isn't that like the highest peak in Europe?
They said it in the movie.
Okay. That's not just something you just go do on a random day,
well,
right?
but they didn't. They took the cable car almost all the way to the top. They didn't like hike all the way up the mountain. But yet, I don't know. I don't know how far they were hiking. I don't know the difficulty. But yeah, it seemed
even
intense.
The altitude, I think, would have been difficult.
Mm-hmm.
That's all That's all I have really for my wishes, except I do have one more. I wish we could have spent a little bit more time on Faith's relationship with Ben. Is that his name? Yeah, Ben. I wanted just a touch more like context here. Just a touch.
Especially when you get the end where you fast forward to she's pregnant at the end. It's like, are we rooting for them? Or do we only care about Faith?
Yeah, I didn't know. And we didn't even talk about Lacey and Frederic. Did you? That's not their names. Kelly and Frederic.
Yeah, I thought that was sweet. I thought it was well done. I thought they start from a place of, why don't you come visit me? It was nice. It served a purpose for her to be like stretching outside of her comfort zone and doing things that are hard.
Yeah, but this story is definitely about the sisters, right?
It's about the sisters.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Agree. What were your wishes?
Really struggled to come up with anything. And the only thing I have is, you mentioned it in your likes, but for me, I do maybe wish the holiday vibes were turned up just a tiny bit. just a tiny bit.
That's the difference between you and I.
The thing is, this is like if I have to wish something, this is what it's going to be. Because is this a Christmas movie? To me, the answer is no. It's a winter movie, which is fine. But we're calling it a holiday movie. We're splitting hairs here. It just was like a light dusting of Christmas rather than a full snowstorm of it. And it didn't ruin anything for me, but I would have taken more.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I was trying to think like, oh, if I were these characters and we don't really have any family, right?
Yeah. Would you be willing to be gone for Christmas?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, me too.
I have no problem with that.
Me too. Let's talk. Did you see that? I have a lot.
Oh, good. Okay, I only have two. One is, would you have gone on to that like
Nope.
step into the void thing? There is, okay, here in Orange County in Newport Beach, there is by the library, there is some sort of stair situation where do you know where I'm talking about? It's off of MacArthur. It's by the Newport Beach Public Library, but there's like this stair situation with like an overhang like that goes over a park. I took my daughter to it one time when she was little, and I did have like a slight panic attack where I had to like slowly sit down because I was afraid. There's no way I would have gone on this thing. Even though in my mind, this is where I would need Ashley Williams level 10 to drag me out there.
Yes. You know what was very interesting? I watched that scene twice. First of all, I do think Ashley, if you look at their faces, Lacey does look apprehensive. Now, maybe that's acting. Ashley just looks happy about it. Like, she doesn't look like she's hiding nerves. She's like, this is amazing. And, it's like Ashley as Kelly. I think that was good casting.
Ashley
as Faith.
Yeah.
I think that was good casting because I think her vibe fits Kelly's like free-spirited, find the fun vibe. I also really love that drone pullback that they do. That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
When we were in New York a couple weeks ago, we went to a place called The Edge, which is just a tall building. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in The Edge, but you go to the top, it's a tall building. I think it's better than the Empire State Building in terms of the view. Not as iconic, but they have a plexiglass floor in the middle of the platform, and my daughter went on it and I did not, but she took a picture on it and I was like, okay, get off now.
Do you have to tell your brain like, this is safe? It wouldn't be here if it wasn't safe.
Yeah, but then my brain's also like hearing the non-existent sound of it cracking.
Yeah.
Like, which I feel like has happened in like horror movies.
Oh, I'm sure.
What else did you see?
There was one line, and I don't know it exactly, but Kelly says to Faith, you want me to apologize for my anxiety? Do you remember this? Like, Faith was like going in on her about like, you're too anxious about this and that. And she's like, I'm not going to apologize for my anxiety. Or it was something along those lines. And it made me stop in my tracks. I was like, that is such a good line. You and I spin out occasionally, right? And we shouldn't have to apologize for it.
Yeah, that's great.
Anyway, I thought it was great.
In the beginning of the movie, the final scene from the home videos with their grandmother, and grandma's like, oh, we forgot grandpa.
Is that the sweetest thing ever?
It is the sweetest thing ever. Was there a split second where you thought she's going to grab his ashes?
No.
That's what I thought.
I didn't. No, I didn't even think about it, but I love that.
They grabbed his photo was sweet.
I feel like I've seen that before, like family pictures, and then
Yeah.
holding a family.
Yeah, it was
God,
sweet. It was
guys.
very sweet. But for a split second, I was like, they're gonna grab his ashes. When they go to the fromage shop, the cheese shop in Chamonix,
Yes.
the font says fromage in Comic Sans.
No.
While they're in their small cabin on their final hike, their respite from the storm, they ADR a line that Lacey, as Kelly says. What you hear her say is, Grandma would rather us be late than hurt. What you see her say is, Grandma would rather us be late than dead.
Oh, really?
I was like, that was awkward. And I rewound. And while I can't say for sure, I'm very certain that what she says is dead and not hurt. And someone was like, we're gonna
Would that have?
No, it would not have bothered me.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
whose feathers would that have ruffled?
I
Don't know.
know.
Finally, at the end of the movie, maybe I have forgotten, but the credits roll over the screen. They roll over the final scene while it's the grandmother voiceover and it's their flash forward. It's not a cut to black credits roll. The credits are rolling on the screen.
I don't think I noticed.
So I need to know, Lucy Guest, did this movie run 30 seconds long and you needed that time and you rolled the credits on the screen instead of after?
Let's DM her and ask.
Is this a thing that happens all the time? And I just know because I watch a lot of Hallmark and sometimes I'm trying to pull details from the credits and it's always running on a black screen.
Yeah.
And they run fast.
Yeah.
And so it's always like a game of pausing it in time to be able to see it. And so I noticed when they were on the screen.
We live the same way.
With the video as opposed to just a black screen.
Cool.
We're fun. What did you rate An Alpine Holiday?
I gave it 4 stars. Fight me.
I gave it 4 stars too. This was unexpectedly good.
Yes.
Hey, thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. If you love this podcast, you know what to do. We love your 5-star ratings and reviews. Leave them in the Apple Podcast app. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.